Welcome back, everyone. We are having a lot of network issues. The topic we started, and we trust God that this time around, you. All right, so let's dive into the topic. Tool that is used to control mankind. So what that means for you now is, if you look at the world system, especially when you look at all of these top people around the world, when you look at history generally from the realm of Hitler and all of these people, you get to realize that, number one, they introduced the concept of fear. Fear weakens a man and takes him away from the understanding that he probably could have an ability to address the situation that is right before him. So the first thing they introduce is fear. Number two, they introduce poverty. And poverty is not the amount of cash available, but a compromised mindset. So it means if they can rewrite the mindset of the people, then the people will be theirs to control. That's what poverty is all about, really. So a compromised mindset, you say, is a poor, so a man with a compromised mindset, you say, is a poor man. No man is stupid, really. People only try to process the amount of light available to them for a change. So when a man is in the dark and you tell him he's in the light and he's not waking up to see that he really is in the dark, it means that's one man you will have forever. Then number three, they try to control the economy of men, meaning the amount that you make per month, per year, all of these things, they are greatly regulated. So mankind have been indoctrinated with the ideology that if you learn to keep the other people, if you learn to control how much another man makes, there's a limit to how far he can boast, which means it is difficult for rebellion to rise when you are the reason why men feed. It is difficult for rebellion to rise when you are the reason why men. So fear is just one of many, but the most important of them all. Because if fear is established, the rest can follow. So out of fear, I had to take what you said as you said it. For the sake of fear, I didn't bother to question what you said. For the sake of fear, I didn't bother to do this. For the sake of fear, I didn't, all of those things like that. So the concept of fear is a very, very powerful topic. In life generally, what are we afraid of? So you realize that spiritually and physically, now look at the realm of men. Why do actors come up with the idea of zombie movies and horror movies and all of those things like that? It's just to make sure that the spirit of fear never departs from you. That's the whole idea behind these things. The world is just like one big movie, and it would be terrible for you to be a character and you are not aware you are one. The educational system as well is still a man-made system to control mankind, because you can't be indoctrinated with an ideology for 18 years and come out and hope to do something for yourself. Let me say something here now. If you enslave a man for so long, when you finally give him what they call freedom, the only thing he knows is the doctrine that you taught him in the time he was a slave. Which is why when the British left Nigeria, Nigeria still used the system of the British, because it is as if we cannot even think for ourselves. It is as if we don't even have a mind of our own. The Nigerian curriculum is patterned after the British, Nigerian after the British. If you don't wear a white gown, it's like your wedding is not real. All of these things like that. In fact, we've been colonized to the point where the cultural lifestyle of the British have been inculcated into the church system, and it's as though if you don't do that, you are not even going to make heaven. That's what we are saying. So what's the idea behind colonialism? Hold a man down for so long and force one thing on his mind for too long, such that when you finally let him be with his own mind, the only thing he can think of is what you said. Look at the religion of the bondwoman. Why do you think that religion is so powerful? Because from the day you are born to the day you die, they keep forcing the same ideology in your head. A man takes bomb and hang it on his chest, and it is believed that if he can just go and kill a lot of people, he's going to make it to heaven. What do you think really is happening? He's been indoctrinated with an ideology. He's not stupid. He's only making sense out of what he knows. So it means if you can control what man knows, you can control mankind. That's the basis behind the educational system. So when you say, I'm going to school, it means don't leave your mind at home. Because if you do, if you keep your mind aside and swallow everything that is said there, you will wake up one day and realize everything you've done is what they said. These are fundamental keys in the realm of mankind suggested by Satan to control mankind. So you realize that every man that you admire as a wealthy man in the world is a man that shows a different line of thought. It is called thinking outside the box. Why were you in the box in the first place? So whoever you call wealthy did something different from the conventional lifestyle. Now, Asclepius is considered the god of medicine. For some of you that studied medicine and some of you that are not aware, Asclepius, I think his daughter Hygia, also the goddess of pharmacy, according to history. It is believed that Asclepius did so much in the line of medicine, but let's not go into that history. Let me bring something out. Asclepius, the value of what Asclepius was giving his community was so high that people subscribed to be apprenticed under him. Why do you go to be an apprentice under a man? It's so that that value he's got will not die with him.